What if I told you that the most powerful anti-aging secret isn't found in a bottle, but is hidden within your very soul? Have you ever met someone who seems to defy time, carrying a youthful glow that has nothing to do with age? Stay with me, because we are about to uncover why these chosen souls never seem to grow old. The world spends billions of dollars a year fighting aging, but there exists a group of people, the chosen ones, who have discovered the fountain of youth without even looking for it. Their secret has nothing to do with wealth or genetics. It's an energy, a mindset, a spiritual alignment that you can also begin to cultivate today. Imagine walking into a room and seeing a person whose age is a complete mystery. There's a timeless wisdom in their eyes, yet a light, almost childlike energy in their spirit. You might guess they're 30, only to discover they're well past 50. Who are these people, and what is the profound secret behind their ageless radiance? There's a quiet, almost mystical quality to certain individuals we call the chosen ones. They move through the world differently. When they walk into a room, you can't quite place their age. You might find yourself guessing they're in their early 30s, only to be astonished when you learn they're past 40, perhaps even approaching the threshold of 50. It's not about a wrinkle-free face. It's about the life force that radiates from them. Their skin seems to possess a glow that comes from a deep inner wellspring. Their eyes remain bright, not with naive innocence, but with a profound, peaceful clarity. Their energy feels light, magnetic, and deeply calming. This isn't a conversation about superficial physical beauty. It's about something far deeper, something that touches the spirit. Chosen ones radiate a profound youthfulness because their entire existence, their lifestyle, their mindset, and their spiritual alignment works in perfect harmony, keeping their body and soul beautifully attuned. And while so many are caught in the frantic chase for anti-aging creams and surgical solutions, these souls seem to have stumbled upon the secret fountain of youth, simply by living in alignment with their truth. Before we delve deep into these 9 powerful reasons that explain their timeless grace, I invite you to subscribe to this channel, because together, you and I are going to explore the hidden truths about being a chosen one that most people will never have the chance to hear. And if this message has found you at the exact moment you needed it most, I want you to affirm this connection by typing 111 in the comment section below. That number is a powerful sign of divine alignment and synchronicity. By typing it, you are consciously claiming the blessings, protection, and renewed energy that the universe is offering you right now. Now, let's unlock the real reasons why chosen ones look so much younger. Even after 41, they carry less stress in their spirit. Stress, as we now know, is the silent architect of premature aging, but its damage goes far beyond the physical. Stress is a corrosive force that erodes the spirit from the inside out. Think about it. How many people do you know who walk through life carrying invisible, crushing weights? They are shackled by grudges that have hardened into bitterness, haunted by regrets that loop in their minds like a tragic, unending soundtrack, and paralyzed by fears about a future that never allows them a moment of peace. Over time, These burdens don't just weigh down the mood, they etch themselves onto the body. They appear as lines on the skin, as a dullness in the eyes, and as a heavy stiffness in the way a person moves. Chosen ones are different. They have learned, often through their own difficult and painful experiences, that stress is an enemy they cannot afford to keep close. They have mastered the sacred art of release. They let go of their worries, not by ignoring reality, but by surrendering them to God, to the universe, with a deep and abiding trust that all things will unfold in divine timing. This doesn't mean their lives are without storms. Far from it. Many chosen ones have endured seasons of hardship that would break the average person. But the crucial difference lies in how they process their pain, instead of bottling up resentment or replaying betrayals for years on end. They allow themselves to feel the wound, learn from it, and then they let it go and move forward. They intuitively understand that allowing old wounds to fester only poisons their present joy. When they choose to forgive and surrender, their entire biology responds. Their nervous system remains calmer. Their sleep becomes deeper and more restorative. Their immune system functions at its peak. Stress, after all, floods the body with hormones like cortisol that literally break down collagen and accelerate aging. But peace restores the divine balance. Over time, this profound inner calm softens their features, keeps their eyes sparkling with light, and leaves them with a lightness of being that makes them appear years, even decades, younger than their actual age. Stress etches lines of worry into the face, but a peaceful spirit paints it with an unmistakable, radiant glow. Too, their lifestyle is more purpose-driven. While many people move through life like a ship without a rudder, drifting wherever the chaotic currents of circumstance may take them, chosen ones live with a powerful sense of intentionality. They are guided by an inner compass, a sense of purpose so deeply rooted that it informs and shapes every decision they make. This higher calling, whether it's serving others, creating art, speaking truth, or building something that leaves a lasting, positive impact, becomes a potent source of vitality. Can you imagine what that feels like? When a person wakes up each morning knowing that their life has a deep and beautiful meaning. It changes everything. Their mind stays sharp and engaged because they have a mission to work toward. Their spirit stays uplifted and motivated because they know they are contributing to something far bigger than themselves. This constant mental and emotional stimulation is like a powerful fuel for the body, keeping them energized and alert well into their later years. And modern science is finally catching up to this ancient wisdom. Studies now confirm that people with a strong sense of purpose not only live longer but also lead healthier, more vibrant lives. That's because living with purpose triggers a more positive mental state, which reduces harmful stress hormones while boosting feel-good neurochemicals like dopamine and serotonin. These subtle chemical shifts don't just improve mood, they actively promote cellular repair, helping the body maintain its youthful resilience. Purpose-driven individuals are far less likely to waste their precious life force on meaningless drama or self-destructive habits. This means they conserve their emotional and physical resources for what truly matters. Over time, this unwavering focus and discipline translate into a tangible aura of vitality, skin that glows from within, a posture that remains upright and confident, and eyes that shine with the clarity of their mission. Chosen ones don't just exist, they live deliberately. And that conscious decision to walk with intention keeps their entire being, mind, body, and soul youthful, no matter how many birthdays may pass. Free, they radiate energy from the inside out. True youthfulness has very little to do with flawless skin or a face free of lines. At its very core, it is an energy. It is a vibrational frequency that radiates from the center of your being. Chosen ones understand this intuitively. They know that what they feed their soul will eventually manifest in their body. Because of this understanding, they are incredibly mindful about the kind of energy they allow into their sacred inner space. They instinctively avoid the slow poison of constant negativity, whether it comes from toxic conversations, draining relationships, or the endless stream of dark, destructive entertainment. They limit their engagement with gossip because they know that words carry a powerful vibrational weight. They steer clear of environments that feel spiritually heavy or stagnant. Instead, what do? They consciously fill their days with life-giving activities, long, meditative walks in nature, joyful creative expression, selfless acts of service, deep prayer, and moments of profound, meditative stillness. This intentional lifestyle creates a high vibrational field around them, almost like a protective shield of light that other people can actually feel when they enter a room. You may not be able to explain it with words, but you are instinctively drawn to the warmth, the calm, and the peaceful strength that radiates from a chosen one's presence. Over time, this inner light becomes a form of natural, undeniable beauty, one that no makeup or cosmetic procedure could ever hope to replicate. Their glow is not superficial. It is the physical manifestation of their emotional peace, their spiritual alignment, and their mental clarity, even on days when life challenges them and the world feels heavy. They have practices that allow them to return to their center, to reconnect with their source. This consistent practice of nurturing their inner energy not only boosts their mood and strengthens their immune system, but also dramatically slows the physical signs of aging. In the end, the youthful appearance isn't something they chase. It is simply an outer reflection of the vibrant, beautiful energy they have been cultivating from the inside out all along. 4. They know the power of forgiveness. Unforgiveness is one of the heaviest burdens a human soul can carry. It is a poison you drink, hoping someone else will suffer. It stiffens the posture, tightens the muscles in the face, and slowly dims the light in the eyes. People who hold on to bitterness and resentment for years often find that it changes them physically just as much as it changes them emotionally. Chosen ones understand this on a soul level. They know that holding on to anger doesn't punish their enemies. It only punishes them, imprisoning them in a painful past. For them, forgiveness is not about excusing bad behavior or pretending that a wrong never happened. It is a radical act of self-love. It is about releasing themselves from the invisible chains that keep them tethered to pain. This doesn't mean they forget. It means they make a conscious choice to no longer relive the wound every single day. They have learned the profound truth that when they free someone else in their heart, the person they truly set free is themselves. This powerful emotional release has immediate and profound physical effects. Stress levels plummet, blood pressure stabilizes, and even the tiny muscles in the face begin to relax, softening the features and smoothing out the lines of tension. The sparkle returns to their eyes because their soul is no longer weighed down by unspoken grudges and silent wars. Science has shown that chronic anger and resentment flood the body with stress hormones like cortisol, which literally accelerate aging by breaking down healthy tissues. Chosen ones consciously choose a different path. They protect their vitality by practicing forgiveness as a regular, sacred habit, not a rare, heroic act. Sometimes they forgive silently, without ever telling the other person, simply because they refuse to let the past dictate the beauty of their future. This courageous choice keeps their spirit light and their energy open, allowing joy and peace to flow more freely into their lives. Over time, their faces begin to tell a different story, not one of pain and regret, but one of grace, resilience, and profound peace. And peace, as it turns out, is one of the most effective and luminous beauty treatments of all. 5. They avoid the trap of overindulgence. Many people age faster than they need to, not because of their genetics, but because of the small, unconscious choices they make every single day. What they eat, what they drink, what they watch, and even what they think about, all of it contributes to their biological age. Overindulgence in processed foods, sugar, alcohol, or toxic entertainment takes a heavy toll on both the body and the mind. Chosen ones, however, are often naturally more disciplined. They understand a key spiritual principle. Self-control is a form of self-respect. This absolutely does not mean they don't enjoy life's pleasures. On the contrary, they enjoy them more deeply. But the difference is, they know when to stop. They make mindful, conscious decisions about what they consume, both physically and mentally. When it comes to food, they often find themselves drawn to fresh, whole, living ingredients over heavily processed and lifeless options. They do this not out of vanity or a desire to be thin, but from a place of deep respect for their physical vessel. They recognize that food is fuel. The cleaner the fuel, the better the body performs, and the slower it ages. But even more importantly, they guard what they feed their mind. They refuse to consume a steady diet of negativity, fear-based media, and low-vibrational gossip, because they know that what you focus on expands. These first 5 pillars, releasing stress, living with purpose, cultivating inner energy, practicing forgiveness, and respecting the body, lay the foundation for a life of harmony that reflects outward as timeless youth. But they are only the beginning. The next set of reasons delve even deeper, touching upon the unique connection to nature, their relationship with solitude, and the very wisdom they carry from lifetimes of experience. This mindful discipline of choosing what to consume, both for the body and the mind, protects their inner world and, in turn, preserves their physical vessel. This mental clarity keeps their thoughts clear and their moods steady, creating a foundation of inner stability. Over time, these conscious habits protect their skin, maintain their vibrant energy, and keep their bodies functioning at a high level. In stark contrast, those who repeatedly fall into the trap of overindulgence often experience chronic inflammation, excess weight, and a pervasive fatigue, all of which act as powerful accelerators of the aging process. Chosen ones are not immune to temptation, but they have trained themselves to think in the long term. They instinctively ask themselves a powerful question: will this choice nourish me or harm me in the future? That simple awareness cultivates a lifestyle of profound balance, and that balance, when maintained over years, becomes beautifully visible, showing up in their graceful posture, their clear skin, and the quiet confidence with which they move through the world. 6. They spend more time in spiritual renewal. For many people, the concept of self-care is limited to the physical realm. Intense gym sessions, elaborate skincare routines, and strict diets. While these are all valuable, chosen ones know a deeper truth. True, lasting renewal begins in the spirit. They understand that while others are busy polishing the lamp, they must tend to the flame within. They invest significant time and energy in practices that nourish the soul: heartfelt prayer, silent meditation, intentional fasting, the daily practice of gratitude, and the profound power of simple stillness. These are not just religious rituals, they are powerful tools for emotional and mental cleansing. When a chosen one spends time in deep reflection or communion with the divine, they are quite literally resetting their entire nervous system. Their stress levels drop, their breathing deepens and slows, and their heart rate finds its calm, steady rhythm. This powerful physiological shift boosts immunity, improves brain function, and allows the body's miraculous natural repair systems to work more effectively. But the benefits run even deeper. Spiritual renewal fundamentally changes their outlook on life. Instead of reacting impulsively and emotionally to every challenge, they learn to respond with a calm, centered wisdom. This preserves their precious energy and protects their emotional balance. They don't get entangled in endless cycles of worry or drawn into unnecessary conflict, because they've learned how to anchor themselves in an ocean of inner peace. Over the years, this consistent spiritual practice becomes their own secret fountain of youth. Their skin looks healthier because stress-induced inflammation is drastically reduced. Their eyes are brighter because they carry genuine hope and clarity in their vision. They move through life with a grounded, peaceful presence that makes them seem truly ageless, while others rely solely on external fixes to feel younger. Chosen ones draw from an inner well that never runs dry, because they take the sacred time to refill it every single day. 7. They maintain a curious and playful mind. One of the most overlooked secrets to maintaining youth is not found in a bottle or a beauty cream. It is found in the mind. Adulthood, for many, becomes a synonym for seriousness, rigidity, and the loss of wonder. Chosen ones, however, consciously resist this trend. They know the immense value of keeping their curiosity alive. They nurture the inner child who is still fascinated by the world. They don't let the heaviness of adult responsibilities rob them of their sense of awe. They keep asking questions, exploring new ideas, learning new skills, and finding profound joy in life's smallest discoveries. This constant curiosity keeps their brain active and plastic, their imagination vivid, and their emotional state light and buoyant. Playfulness, too, is a vital part of their secret. They laugh often, especially at themselves. They find the humor hidden in everyday moments, and they refuse to take life too seriously. Does this sound simple? Perhaps. But this mindset is a powerful shield against the cynicism and rigidity that so often make people seem older than their years. Modern science is now confirming what these wise souls have always lived. People who maintain a playful, curious attitude experience slower cognitive decline and consistently report higher levels of life satisfaction. This positive mental state lowers stress hormones, increases creativity, and promotes emotional resilience, all of which contribute directly to a more youthful appearance. Over time, this joyful attitude becomes etched into their very being. It shows in their body language and their facial expressions. They smile more freely, their eyes sparkle with genuine interest. They carry themselves with a lightness that naturally draws others in. Even when faced with challenges, they find ways to inject moments of joy into life, whether through hobbies, adventures, or simple acts of kindness. This ongoing, vibrant engagement with life keeps their mind sharp and their heart young, proving that true youthfulness is as much about your mindset as it is about your chronological age. 8. They are surrounded by positive energy. Chosen ones understand a fundamental law of the universe that many people overlook. The company you keep will either build you up or slowly tear you down. Your inner circle is the garden in which your soul either blossoms or withers. Energy is contagious, whether it is positive or negative, and it has a measurable impact on your body, your mind, and your spirit. Because of this deep knowing, chosen ones are incredibly intentional about their relationships. They do not keep toxic people close out of a sense of obligation or a fear of being alone. Instead, they naturally gravitate towards souls who inspire, uplift, and challenge them in healthy, constructive ways. This isn't about surrounding themselves only with people who agree with them. It's about choosing connections that nourish their spirit instead of depleting it. Science now confirms what they have always instinctively known. Positive social environments have been shown to boost immune function, reduce inflammation, and even lengthen life expectancy. Being around encouraging, joyful, and supportive individuals triggers the release of happy hormones like oxytocin, dopamine, and serotonin, which directly lower stress levels and promote the body's cellular repair processes. On a deeper level, positive energy has a way of keeping the heart light and the mind hopeful, two qualities that are visibly reflected in a person's face and posture. But chosen ones are not just passive recipients of this energy, they are active generators of it. They don't just take energy from their circle, They give it back freely and abundantly. This creates a beautiful, virtuous cycle of mutual upliftment where everyone involved benefits and grows. Over many years, these relational choices shape not only their emotional health but their physical appearance as well. Their facial lines are softened by thousands of genuine smiles. Their eyes are brightened by shared laughter. Their entire presence radiates a warmth that comes from true connection. Simply put, the people they allow into their inner circle become co-guardians of their youth. Not just in body, but in spirit. 9. They carry a divine protection over their life. Perhaps the most profound and mysterious reason chosen ones retain their youthfulness is one that cannot be fully explained by science or lifestyle choices alone. They walk under a covering of grace, a divine shield that protects them from some of the harshest physical, mental, and spiritual harms of the world. This does not mean they never face difficulties. In fact, many chosen ones have endured trials of fire that should have left them permanently scarred, bitter, or broken, yet somehow they emerge from these storms not just intact, but often more radiant and peaceful than before. People look at them and wonder, how have they gone through so much and still glow with such light? The truth is, this is the work of divine favor. It is God, the universe, or a higher power watching over them, restoring what life tries to steal, while others may be worn down and aged by stress, grief, and hardship. Chosen ones seem to have a supernatural ability to bounce back faster. Their resilience is more than just human grit. It is a spiritual gift. On a physical level, this protection often manifests as a remarkably strong immune system, an ability to heal quickly, or the mysterious absence of certain illnesses that are common to others their age. On an emotional level, it shows up as an unshakable hope that persists even in the darkest of seasons. And on a spiritual level, it is seen in the way their inner light seems untouchable, no matter how fierce the opposition around them. This sacred covering not only preserves their health, but also sustains their joy. And joy is one of the most powerful anti-aging forces in existence. For a chosen one, their youthfulness is not just skin deep. It is the visible, outward sign of the unseen hand of grace that has been guarding them all along. So, if you've ever looked at someone and wondered how they seem to age like fine wine while others burn out so early, remember the truths we've shared today. Youthfulness is not a fleeting gift, but a cultivated state of being. For the chosen ones, it is a sacred symphony, a combination of deep spiritual alignment, conscious, intentional living, and the beautiful mystery of divine grace. And this message is not just about them, it is an invitation to you. If you are over 40 or approaching it, know that you can radiate this same energy, this same joy, this same vitality. It begins within. Protect your peace, live with purpose, forgive freely, nourish your body, and keep your spirit light and playful. If this journey has resonated with your soul, affirm it now by typing 111 in the comments below. Sealing these truths into your own path forward, and to continue walking this path of wisdom together, please subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications. There is so much more to explore. Thank you for watching and for being a part of this community. Walk in light.